You've waited for too long for something, someone to pull you out of this mess. It's pathetic, really. You sit there drowning in your own self-pity, acting like the world owes you an apology. But let me tell you a hard truth. You're nobody's savior, nobody's hero. You're not even your own friend right now. You've been your worst enemy for years. A coward, hiding behind excuses, blaming the world for every cut and bruise. Look at your reflection. Look deep. You see those scars, the ones on your heart, your soul. You put some of those there yourself. You chose to stay silent when you should have screamed. You chose to surrender when you should have fought back. You let them break you time and time again because you wanted to believe in something better. You wanted to see good in the faces of those who only ever showed you their worst. You trusted. And now look at you. You've got this pain, this burning, festering wound inside you. It's raw, it's ugly, but it's yours. Own it. This pain isn't here to destroy you. It's here to remind you of what's left. It's here to show you the truth. You have nothing left to lose because you've already lost everything that mattered. That's your freedom. That's your power. The world took everything from you, and now you're a free man. They can't take what's broken, and you're shattered beyond recognition. Embrace it. You're not a victim anymore. You're a survivor of your own damn war. You've been on the battlefield of your mind for so long that you've forgotten what peace feels like. But peace isn't your goal. Survival is. And that's the beauty of it. You don't need to be whole to keep moving. You just need to keep moving. Crawl if you have to. Drag yourself through the dirt if that's what it takes. But don't you dare give up on yourself now. Not when you've made it this far. They told you to give up. They whispered in your ear that you're not enough, that you never were. And maybe they're right. Maybe you're not what the world wanted you to be. Maybe you're worse. Maybe you're the monster they created, the shadow they couldn't kill. They made you cold. They made you ruthless. And now they fear the very thing they built. Good. Let them fear you. Let them see what happens when a man has nothing left but his own shattered pieces. You've got a choice here, and it's the only one that matters. Save yourself or bury yourself. No one's going to pull you from the abyss. No one's going to reach down and rescue you from this darkness. This is your fight, your war, and the warrior inside you, the one you silenced and buried under layers of doubt and fear. He's clawing his way out. Let him out. Set him free. Because that warrior, he's not afraid of the dark. He is the dark. You've lived in this pain for so long, it's become your home. You wear it like armor now. And that's your strength. Your greatest weapon isn't your kindness. It's your resilience. The fact that you're still standing here. That you haven't given up. That you're still breathing. Even when the weight of the world is crushing your chest. That's what makes you dangerous. That's what makes you unbreakable. You think this world owes you something. It doesn't owe you a damn thing. It's not here to coddle you. It's here to crush you. And yet, here you are. Still breathing, still fighting. So why the hell are you crying for mercy? Mercy is for the weak, for those who can't handle the storm. But you were born in it, molded by it. Every tear, every scream, every sleepless night, it's forged you into something stronger than they could ever imagine. You feel that emptiness inside you. That's the space where you once held hope. But hope's a dangerous thing. It'll drag you down, make you soft, make you vulnerable. No, what you need isn't hope. What you need is resolve. Cold, unfeeling, relentless resolve. The kind that doesn't flinch in the face of pain. The kind that doesn't break when everything goes to hell. You're not a victim. You're not a martyr. You're a damn warrior. And warriors don't ask for salvation. They untake. They carve their path with blood and grit, with a heart hardened by every betrayal, every loss. You've got the scars to prove it. Wear them like a badge. Let them see the battles you've fought and the ones you've survived. Let them know you're not someone who can be broken.
Please take this short break from your video to support our channel by getting yourself merch. Enjoy the rest of the video.
So save yourself, because no one else will. You want a savior? Look in the mirror. That's your savior. The broken, bruised man staring back at you. That's the only one who can pull you out of this hell. And he's tired of waiting. He's tired of your excuses, your self-pity, your weakness. He's ready to rise, and you'd better rise with him. You've got the strength of 1,000 warriors inside you, but it's buried under layers of fear, regret, and shame. Dig it out. Tear it out if you have to, because you're running out of time. This world isn't going to wait for you to find your courage. It's going to keep hitting. Keep pushing. Keep trying to grind you down into nothing. So what are you going to do about it? Stand there and take it? Or fight back with everything you've got left? You know the answer. You've always known. You're not the kind to lie down and die. You're the kind who rises from the ashes, bloodied and battered, but still standing. And when you stand, the world will feel it. It will tremble beneath your feet, because it will know that it couldn't break you. It couldn't kill the warrior inside you. So save yourself. Get up. Fight. Because if you don't, no one else will. And you're better than that. You're stronger than that. You're a warrior. And warriors don't die easy. They die fighting. You thought that was the end of it? That once the words ran dry, you'd find some relief? Nah, this isn't a game. This isn't a fairy tale where the hero finds his happy ending. This is your reality, your life. And the truth? It's uglier than any lie you've ever told yourself to sleep at night. I'm here to peel back those layers of comfort you've wrapped around your soul, one by one, until you're standing there, raw, exposed, bleeding. Because it's only when you face the wound that you can start to heal. Let's talk about the fall, shall we? The moment you lost yourself, you remember it, don't you? That moment when everything went black, and you realized you had nothing left to hold on to. It felt like the ground gave way beneath your feet, and you were in free fall, screaming into the void. You thought you'd hit the bottom eventually. But here's the joke. The bottom doesn't exist. It's a lie they tell you to keep you hoping, to keep you clinging to the edge, praying for a hand to pull you up. But no one came, did they? No one reached down to save you. They all stood at the edge watching you drown and turned their backs. That's the truth you need to swallow. People only care about you when you're useful to them, when you're shining bright enough to light their own darkness. But the moment your light fades, you're invisible. You're nothing. And you need to accept that, because once you do, you become something far more dangerous. You become unseen. You become the shadow, moving through this world without their expectations weighing you down. And in the shadow you find a kind of power they could never understand. The power of the forgotten. The power of someone who has nothing left to lose. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you looked at your hands and felt proud of them? When was the last time you saw the scars and didn't feel shame, but felt victory? Those aren't marks of failure. They're reminders of every battle you fought and survived. They're your medals, your trophies. You wear them every day, and you've forgotten what they mean. Every scar has a story. And yours are stories of battles fought in the silence of your own mind. They're the stories of nights spent wide awake, wrestling with demons no one else could see. They're the stories of fists clenched so hard you bled just to keep from screaming. They're the proof that you were here, that you existed, that you fought, even when no one else knew the war you were waging. You think you're weak because you feel pain, because you cry when no one's looking. Let me tell you something. Weak men don't cry. They bury it, hide it, pretend it doesn't exist until it rots them from the inside out. But you've got the guts to feel it, to let it burn through you like fire. You've got the guts to admit that you're hurting. That's not weakness, that's strength. That's the kind of strength that no one can teach you. It's the kind you earn, drop by drop, tear by tear, scream by scream. You're standing at a crossroad now. It's a lonely place, I know. You've been here before, haven't you? Looking down both paths, wondering which one leads out of the darkness. But here's the twist. There is no right path. There never was. Both roads lead through the fire. Both roads demand a sacrifice, and you're the sacrifice. You've got to be willing to burn away the parts of you that are too weak, too soft, too afraid. You've got to be willing to become something new. Something harder, something ruthless. They want you to believe that if you just keep your head down, keep quiet, and play nice, you'll find your peace. But peace isn't given to those who wait. It's more taken by those who are willing to wage war for it. Peace isn't the absence of struggle. It's the victory that comes after you've torn down every wall, shattered every chain, and stood over the ruins of your own doubts. You're at war with yourself. You know that, don't you? The old you, the weak, fearful one, is clinging to what's left of the life you once knew. It's scared, desperate, holding on to broken memories like shattered glass, bleeding itself dry. But the new you, the warrior, the survivor, it's rising. It's clawing its way up from the pit you buried it in. It's hungry, it's angry, it's ready to fight. And it's about damn time you let it loose. The world isn't going to change for you. It's not going to soften its blows or ease its grip. It's going to keep pushing, keep testing you, until you either break or become something it can't bend. So what's it going to be? You going to stay on your knees, begging for mercy that's never coming? Or are you going to stand up, spit blood in the face of every obstacle, and show this world what happens when it tries to crush someone who's already been through hell? You think the darkness is your enemy, but the darkness is your home now. It's where you learned to see when everyone else was blind. It's where you found yourself when the light abandoned you. It's not something to fear. It's something to embrace. Because in the dark, You're not blinded by hope or illusions. You see things as they are. You see yourself as you are.